This is Smack It Back, the trivia game with a twist. And now, here's your host, Jeff Lyons.
There they are. My goodness, the most active live audience in the tri-state, our Smack It Back studio audience. That sets our show apart too. We have people out there that are cheering and maybe booing at times for me, but they are here, and we're glad you're here with us on Smack It Back tonight. We continue our series of games and the run of our champion now. This is Paula Kemp, and Paula, you won $300 in the last game, which entitled you to come back and try to win more money, unless you just came back to give it away. What do you want to do?
No, I want to win more money.
No? Okay. So what did you learn last week in the show that you're going to apply this week?
There's a little bit more strategy involved than I kind of thought there was, so.
Okay. Well, I thought you used the strategy pretty well last week, but it seems to have served you well.
Yeah.
And just for folks who may be seeing you the first time tonight, what is it you do here in town?
My actual real job, I work at Atlas Van Lines, but in my spare time, such as it is, I am the volunteer stage manager at Evansville Civic Theater.
Okay.
Down at Fulton and Columbia, and we actually open a show in 2 weeks.
Right.
Okay.
You got to do the calculation.
I do.
Live shows. All right. Welcome to the show, Paula. We appreciate that. And over here we have a worthy contender for you. This is Bryant Mosby. Welcome to the show, Bryant. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
They didn't start applauding for you. I'm a little hurt. We got to build a self-esteem around here. What's your story, Bryant?
I teach PE and health at Tompkins Middle School. Married. My wife, Alex, also a teacher. She teaches at North Junior High. We have a 3-year-old daughter named Charlotte and twin sons, Deacon and Elijah.
And Bryant, when he actually interviewed online with us on our Smack It Back Facebook page, and you put your crying show, you said, your children will be crying if Daddy doesn't get on the game show. Now, how am I supposed to turn that down, right? So, they're empathetic over there.
Yeah, we thought I might be winning at something right now, sympathy.
You're just doing this to get a quiet spot for one
Absolutely.
night, right?
That and daycare money
Okay,
right now.
all right, very good. Well, welcome to the show, Bryant. Now, as you know, Smack It Back is a race to spell the word Smack It Back, worth 9 points. We light up letters by answering questions correctly. The twist on our show is you guys are going to be picking categories for each other. So you have to read one another and kind of figure out what the other one does or doesn't know and use that to your advantage. Are you? And you know she's going to do it. She already threatened you already. All right,
yes.
Let's put the categories on the board right now and get the game going here. Our first categories tonight are the Constitution, music, video games, and Bond, James Bond. Paula, because you're the returning champion, you get to pick first. What do you want to choose?
Let's go with the Constitution.
The Constitution, to a teacher over here. Okay, and you know how this works, Bryant? I'll show you 4 choices if you choose to play. The 26th Amendment affected what group of people? You want to try to play it for 1? Would you rather smack it back for 2?
Okay, we'll try to play that.
You're going to go ahead and play it. All right, so we'll put the choices on the board. Was it 18-year-olds, Japanese American, women, or veterans?
I believe it's women.
Women? Sorry about that. It was the 18-year-olds. And so Paula gets your first point there, but we were very early in the game. And now, Bryant, you get to pick a category for Paula. We have video games on the board.
Okay, let's do video games.
Video games it is. Okay, Paula, in 1972, Pong was introduced by what company? I'll show you 4 if you choose to play.
I'll play it.
You're going to play it? All right, there we go. Was it Sega, Nintendo, Odyssey, or Atari?
Atari.
You think it's Atari? It is Atari. All right, you get another point there on the board. It looks like a couple of your friends were trying to over there. They didn't know whether they should or not. Okay, well played. And Paula, you're now picking for Bryant. What do you want to choose?
Let's go with music.
Music. Bryant, you know much about music?
A little bit.
Well, we'll find out if you choose to play. From 1991 to 2015, what artist recorded the most R&B #1 singles? Now, I'll show you 4 artists if you choose to play.
Okay, I'll try that out.
You're going to try that one? Okay, was it Rihanna, Mary J. Blige, Usher, or John Legend?
I believe, but I'm not 100% sure, I believe it is Rihanna.
It's close, but it's actually Usher. Sorry about that. So you lose a point. Still early in the game. Don't panic just yet. And we put another category up there. We put sitcoms in. Bryant, you pick now for Paula.
Okay, let's do Bond, James Bond.
Bond, James Bond. Okay, Paula, what letter is the name of the man who makes James Bond's gadgets?
I'm going to smack it back.
Smack it back. To a guy who looks like he may watch some James Bond or have watched James Bond at some point. Do you want to try to play it for 2? Or do you want to smack it back on the chance she doesn't know and you would get the 3 if she missed?
Let's smack that back.
You're going to smack it back. He's calling your bluff on this, Paula. Let's see if she was playing you or not. Was it M, G, Q, or X?
It's Q.
It is Q, and you got 3 points on that. I hate to tell you, you may have gone into a trap on that one. I know, it's steely over there. All right, Paula, you select a category for Bryant.
Let's go celebrity in-laws.
Celebrity in-laws. Okay, Bryant. What celebrity is the mother-in-law of Idol winner Kelly Clarkson?
Let's smack that back.
You're going to smack that one back for 2 points over here now. And Paula, do you want to try to play, or do you want to smack it back to Bryant?
I'm going to smack it back. I have no idea.
Okay, Bryant. You got to show him now. Is it Fran Drescher, Jo Beth Williams, Reba McEntire, or Michelle Pfeiffer?
I'm going to say Reba McEntire.
And you are right. And you pulled it out of the fire there. My goodness. I was just about to say, if you miss this when she wins, I was trying to add some drama, but you've been doing that all on your own lately, so good for you. All right, Bryant, you select a category for Paula.
Okay, let's do sitcoms.
Sitcoms. Okay, Paula, what NBC sitcom featured characters Michael Scott and Dwight Schrute?
I'm going to play it.
You're going to play that one. For 1 point, was it Community, The Office, Men Behaving Badly, or Get Smart?
The Office.
The Office is correct, and you get the point. Now, Paula needs 2 to win. Bryant, you need a bunch to win. But as you've seen, things can turn very quickly in this game. So, Paula will now select a category for you. Paula, what do you want to choose?
Let's go Grammy nominations.
Grammy nominations. Okay. Bryant, which female artist holds the record for the most Grammy nominations? I'll show you 4 if you choose to play.
I think I absolutely need to play.
Yeah, you probably need to play this one. All right. Is it Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Beyonce, or Barbara Streisand?
This is just a guess at this point. I'm going to say Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston is a good guess, but unfortunately you ceded another point over to Paula, so now she's in the barn. She needs 1 point to win. Did you know, though, it was Beyonce?
Not
you
a
didn't
clue.
know either.
No.
That would have been a chance to gain a couple quick ones, but you don't know that till after the fact, right? Okay, Bryant, you select a category for Paula, please.
Okay, let's give her Neighbors.
Neighbors. Okay, Paula, for the possible win here, which of these countries borders only one other country? If you answer correctly, you can win the game right now, or you can smack it back to Bryant and make it worth 2.
I'll go ahead and play it.
You're going to try to play that one. Is it Greece, France, Portugal, or Poland?
It's Portugal.
It is Portugal, and you win the game. I'm nervous. I'm like this. I know the map, too. All right. Well, Paula, congratulations. Sit tight for just a second there. And that went pretty quick. You're not going to get a full evening away from the kids here. But we're glad you came out here. We have a consolation prize for you. We're going to send you out to Archie Clyde's in Newburgh. And I think you can take the kids along or whoever you want, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, we appreciate you being out here tonight. And good luck to you over at Tompkins Middle School. And just a quick note here, which might be interesting. It's interesting to me. Can you just stand up for a second?
Yes.
This guy is 6'8", and our defending champion here, there you go, look at this.
If I can get out of my chair.
Our director's going crazy now because this will ruin the composition of the shot. What a difference here. But anyway, good sports on both sides. All right, have a seat there. All right, well, now we're really going to have trouble. All right, Paula, you've won $200 more, which brings your winnings to $500, and you'll be playing the Smack It Back Blitz when we come back, all right?
Yep.
All right, so stick around for the Smack It Back Blitz right after this. Smack It Back Blitz number 1 is about to start. Paula, you're no stranger to the Blitz. You know you have to answer 5 questions correctly in 40 seconds. I have 7 on my card. You can answer a question, you can pass it and come back to it, but once you miss it, the question's gone.
Yep.
Okay, you got all that?
Yep.
Okay, audience is ready. We'll put 40 seconds on the clock. The Smack It Back Blitz begins right now. What is 25% of 300?
Pass.
What is the world's longest river?
The Mississippi.
No, wrong. It's the Nile. What was the name of the talking pig in a 1993 movie?
Babe.
Correct. What U.S. president had a first name that began with Z?
Taylor.
Correct. Elaine and Kramer were characters on what sitcom?
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld is correct. What is the second highest priced property in Monopoly?
Park Place.
Park Place is correct for 4. What country is known as Deutschland?
Germany.
Is correct, and you win the Smack It Back Blitz. Not a bad showing there, $100 there for your trouble in 40 seconds. The world's longest river is the Nile. And 25% of 300, 75.
Math is hard.
But we're in broadcasting and theater, so we don't have to know math. That's right. Okay, so you had another 100 there. You're up to $600 in winnings here on Smack It Back. We'll meet your competitor right after these messages. Stay tuned. We got the thrill cam going in our audience here. They're so fired up over Paula's win there in the Blitz. It was right down to the wire. Now, Paula, you can't just walk along here without competition. You realize that,
Yeah.
of course. And of course, the whole thing of Smack It Back is to have competitors from here in the Tri-State. We have another one now. This is Larry Whiteside. Welcome to our show, Larry.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad to have you out here tonight. Now, tell us about yourself. What should we know about Larry Whiteside?
Well, I'm retired from Me Johnson Nutrition and worked there for 31 years, and now I have a couple of businesses of my own. And I've been married to my wife for 41 years. We have 2 beautiful daughters and 3 grandchildren and 1 on the way.
Okay, I think we know everything except one thing, trivia. So you're a trivia guy, or what drew you to Smack It Back?
Well, I like trivia and just thought I'd give it a shot.
Okay, well, watch out. She's
good.
serious over here.
She's
All right,
good.
so you've been forewarned, and here we go. Let's look at the categories on the board now. We have new ones here for Game 2. We'll start out with rock stars, sequels, musical theater, celebrity pets, and Larry, we're going to let you pick the first category for this round.
I'm going to go with sequels.
Sequels it is. Okay, Paula, which of these was the sequel to the 1944 classic, Going My Way?
I'm going to smack it back.
Smack It Back for 2 points to Larry, but now you can smack it back to her and force her to answer for 3. If she gets it correct, she'll get the 3 points, but if she misses, you'll get the 3.
I'm going to smack it
I'm gonna
back.
smack it back. She did throw it over there pretty quickly. Okay, now you have to answer, Paula. Was it Boomtown, The Philadelphia Story, The Bells of St. Mary's, or The Grapes of Wrath?
I'm going to guess the Philadelphia Story.
The Philadelphia Story. No, I'm sorry. It was The Bells of St. Mary's. So Larry gets on the board right off the bat there with 3 points. Not bad play there. All right. Paula, you're now selecting a category for Larry.
Let's go with musical theater.
Musical theater, right next to musical character. We kind of have a musical theme going here, don't we? Okay. Larry, what was Dolly's last name in the musical Hello, Dolly?
I'm going to smack it back.
You're going to smack it back. Okay, Paula, we're 2. What was Dolly's last name in the musical Hello, Dolly?
I'm going to give it back to him.
You're going to smack it back.
I am.
This is interesting because you're a stage manager at Pacific Theater. Okay, Larry, does this pay off for you or not?
I'm going to go with Martin.
Oh, sorry
Ooh,
about
Levi.
that. It was Levi. That's right. And Paula, you knew that, I'm assuming? No, you didn't know that either? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, it tied up the game, regardless of how we got there. It was kind of ugly, but we made it. All right. Let's move ahead quickly. Larry, you pick a category for Paula.
I'm going to go with musical characters.
Musical characters. All right. Paula, which of these musical characters was a barber? I'll show you 4 if you
I'll
choose
take
to
that
play.
one.
You're going to take that one. Was it Sweeney Todd, Jean Valjean, El Gallo, or Leo Bloom?
It's Sweeney Todd, but it's Jean Valjean.
You know, we talked about that. When this question, you got the point there. Ron Eaton and I talked about the questions ahead of time, and he said, "Do you know how to say that?" And I said, "Yeah." And then I said it the way you said it. But I knew when I got out here I would forget. So Ron has validated once again. Yes, Jean Valjean. Never again. Okay, where were we? Paula, you are choosing now for Larry.
Let's go celebrity pets.
Celebrity pets. Okay, Larry, what was the name of Michael Jackson's pet chimp?
I'm going to take this.
You're going to play it? Was it Toots, Liberace, Larry, or Bubbles?
I'd like to say Larry, but I'm going to go with Liberace.
You're going to say Liberace?
Yes.
That's your final answer?
That's it.
Oh, it's wrong. It's Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Yeah, I know. But the other one might have worked too. Okay. Moving. Of course, do you want people to know that you knew what Michael Jackson's pet chimp's name was? Maybe not. I don't know. It's all a subversion there. Okay, Larry, you pick a category for Paula.
Let's go with rubber.
Rubber. Paula, to vulcanize and make rubber sturdier, what substance is usually added?
I'm going to take it.
You're going to play it? Is it zinc, sulfur, aluminum, or steel?
I'm going to guess it's steel.
You think it's steel? But it's sulfur. It's chemical thing, not a steel-belted
Yeah.
radial on there. So Larry got that point, and we had the points pretty well dispersed right now. Paula, you pick for Larry.
Let's go authors.
Authors. Larry, what British mystery writer also wrote under the name of Mary Westmacott?
I'm going to take it so she doesn't smack it back for 3.
Okay, very smart. That's smart play. Sometimes you can limit the damage or get a point here if you do know it. Mary Higgins Clark, Arthur Conan Doyle, Faye Kellerman, or Agatha Christie?
I'm going to say Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie is correct. Well played. And now we have a tied game. I have a feeling that, well, anyway, I had the feeling that might happen. We'll just keep moving along here. I'll keep my feelings to myself. Larry, select for Paula.
I'm going to say water sports.
Water sports. Okay, Paula, in water polo, the goalkeeper wears a cap of what color?
I'm going to smack it back.
Smack it back to 2.
And I'll
What do you
play
think,
that
Larry?
one.
You're going to play that one? Okay. Is it white, black, red, or yellow?
Red.
It is red for 2 points, and you move ahead on the board there. You play a lot of water polo.
No, I've just watched it in the Olympics.
Okay. Well, that's good. Paula, select a category for Larry.
Let's go directors.
Directors. Okay, Larry, as of 2014, what famous movie director holds the record for most Oscar nominations?
I'm going to play that.
You're going to play that one. Okay, is it Woody Allen, Frank Capra, Alfred Hitchcock, or William Wyler?
Frank Capra.
You think Frank Capra, and I thought Frank Capra, but it turns out it's William Wyler.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it sure is. So we tie the game up again there, or get it pretty close to tied. Paula, you're looking for a B to tie it up, actually, and Larry, you're selecting a category for Paula.
Okay. Bowling.
Bowling, it is. Paula, what term can be used to name 4 straight strikes?
I'm going to go ahead and play it.
You're going to play that one? You seem to be doing this begrudgingly. What do you think? Is it a spare rib, a porterhouse, a ham bone, or a gizzard?
I'm going to go with a porterhouse.
A porterhouse, sorry about that. It is a ham bone. A ham bone, and actually it's a fairly new term. 2008, they used it for the first time on ESPN, in case you were wondering about the ham bone term for 4 in a row on strikes. Okay, Paula, you're choosing for Larry. Larry needs 1 point to win, so you need to be careful. You need 3.
Let's go intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay, Larry, what was the name of the computer that Ken Jennings played against on Jeopardy in 2011? You need 1 point to win.
that.
Okay, you're going to play it? Is it Watson, Franklin, Truman, or Rogers?
Wow. I'm going to say Truman.
You think Truman? It's Watson. It was Watson, the computer there from IBM. Okay, so now the game gets even tighter. Larry, you still need a point, and you're selecting the category for Paula. Paula needs 2 points to pull it out of the fire here. We have rock stars, Central America, crooners, and multi-talented.
I'm going to go with Central America.
Central America. Okay, Paula, what is the official language of Belize? Now, if you know this, you should answer it, obviously. If you miss it, Larry can win, or you can smack it back.
I'm going to go ahead and take it.
You're going to go ahead and play it. Is it Portuguese, Spanish, French, or English?
I'm going to go with French.
French. Oh, sorry about that. It is English. Oh, and so your reign ends here on Smack It Back, and Larry wins.
Tough way.
Okay.
Tough way.
Well played.
Congratulations on the wins.
All right. Well, that was wild, but you're going to walk out of here with $600, so that wasn't bad for a couple of days' work.
Yeah, exactly.
A couple of, not even 20 minutes worth of work on there. What are you going to do with the money?
I'm actually going to make a donation and probably spend the rest of it.
Okay, good for you. Well, that's great, and you've been a great contestant here on the show, and thanks for coming out here tonight.
Thank
Welcome.
you very much.
All right, good to see you again. And Larry, you get to face the Smack It Back Blitz when we come back right after this message, so stick around. Smack It Back Blitz number 2, and Larry, you already have $200 in the bank. You get to keep that regardless. Here's a chance to boost it by another $100.
I'm all for that.
You know how that blitz works. I'm going to ask you 5 questions in 40 seconds, or you have to answer 5 correctly in 40 seconds. There are 7 on the card. You can pass a question and come back to it, but once you miss it, it's dead.
Okay.
You got it? 40 seconds on the clock then, and the Smack It Back Blitz begins right now. The Ivy League's Princeton University is located in what state?
New Jersey.
New Jersey is correct. Rita Wilson is the wife of what movie star?
Pass.
What does the E stand for in the acronym FEMA?
Emergency.
Emergency, correct. What Pittsburgh artist painted Campbell's soup cans in the 1960s?
Pass.
What baseball award is given to the top pitcher in each league?
Cy Young.
Cy Young Award is correct for 3 points there. Andy Richter is whose TV sidekick?
Pass.
If I Were a Rich Man comes from what musical?
Fiddler on the Roof.
Okay, oh, you got it, but under the wire there. However, you only answered 4 correctly. So close yet so far. That's all right. You still get the $200 for the game, so not bad at all. Yeah, I know. It all works. It all comes out in the wash. We're going to take a break here, and when we come back, we'll finish out tonight's game here on Smack It Back. Stay tuned. All right, we have finished out yet another Smack It Back game here, and it was exciting, I think, all the way around, profitable all the way around. Paula, you go home with $600 of our dollars, or now your dollars, right? We sign it over to you, and so you have to be happy about that.
Oh, yeah.
And over here, Larry, you just unseated our champion. You have to be happy about that, and to some degree, you got $200. You kind of skidded in under the blitz there, but still you get to come back for another game next week.
Cool.
Okay, and is there anything else we haven't covered here on the show? I don't think so, other than check us out on our Facebook page and watch for updates on upcoming contestant searches. We'll see you next time here on Smack It Back. Thanks for watching.
Smack It Back is owned by Eaton Creations, produced by 14 WFIE. This is Sam Yates speaking.